Sometimes in the antiquity, the earth was symbolized by a square or parallelogram. Because it's a sign of imperfection. You have angle which hurt you. A circle usually doesn't hurt you. Okay. Okay, what do you have more in the aureola? Included in the aureola. You don't have here. It's just to pay attention. I'm not sure that you see this from there. But what do you have inside the aureola? Yes.
3 letters.
Yes. Yeah. You have here. Sorry for. Yes. What does it mean? This do you know? It's a Greek description. It's our words from Old Testament. It's a revelation from Old Testament about God. I am who I am, which means I am the eternity. Okay, without end, without beginning, without end. On it's the being. The translation exact, I think, the being. He who is. Okay. And why do we have 3 branches here, or the form of 3 branches? Yes, you already answered. Who knows more?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, the Trinity.
Okay, then we have Trinity. And a little bit more, can you comment that? Yes?
It also looks like the cross and as if he's being
Exactly.
crucified.
That's perfect. Okay. What Christ has in his hands.
The gospel.
And how they bless, or how do we cross ourselves? How do we make our sign? What does it mean? Do you know exactly what
Yeah.
teaching us this?
Doesn't it mean
Or this, excuse me, because this is my study as a priest, it's not exactly this one. Why do we make the sign of? Yes.
Because I know that the 2 on the fingers, this is in the top are God and the Holy Spirit, and then the thumb is Jesus Christ as he came down on earth. So this
Yes, exactly. Then, this is the Holy Trinity, yes, which we see there. The Holy Trinity, God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. And why these are 2? Because I didn't understand exactly if you commented, you didn't know. Yes, Clara. Yes, it's one of the interpretation. You have one interpretation. I heard this. I would like to hear another one. Yes. Yes, what Clara told us. Diana?
It symbolizes Jesus as God and as human.
Yes, 2 nature of God. We discussed with the colors. The same symbol of the colors, red and blue. We have here the 2 nature of God. Yes, man and God, the human nature and divine nature. And why we put this like this?
because he came down to earth?
Yes, exactly, incarnation. It's a profession of faith. Just sign yourself with this sign. It's a profession of faith. Everybody will recognize you that you are a Christian. Okay? Could you relate the notional image? Father Guardiano commented a lot on the image of God. We are created according to the image of God and likeness. Could you relate your icon to the image of God, to this notion, image of God? Who is the image of God in your icon? Or in which way we can relate this notion of image of God? Firstly, who is the image of God? If you understood the commentary of Father Guardiano, who is the image of God? Yes, Anna?
we are.
Sorry?
We are.
Yes, but the image, we are according the image.
Okay.
The image is another one, yes?
Jesus is the
Yes, exactly. Yes, the Christ is the image of God. Okay? which we can see, because the God Father we don't see, is unseen. Okay. For this reason, we doesn't represent God the Father as an old man. It's just the canonical representation of God as Trinity is this, because they are symbols. Who we saw? Who the apostles saw? The Son of God, Christ, because He is incarnated, and the Holy Spirit. How how the Gospel tells about the Holy Spirit? How the apostle saw? In which form came to be seen? Yes.
I think there are two forms. There's
Yes.
the dove, or
The dove,
or the flame.
or the flame. Okay. And in this way we represent the Holy Spirit. We are allowed to represent the Holy Spirit. Usually it's uncanonical to see an old man and written above God the Father. It's not allowed. It's just enough. Okay. This we discuss the Abraham. Okay, the image of the relation between the image and Christ. Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
What does the cup represent on the table?
What do you think that the copper is on the table? Yes.
Communion?
Yes. What do we have on our altar, on the table in the altar, when we perform the divine liturgy? Yes, we have communion. We have the discos, where we put the bread, and we have the cup. What does it mean in this icon that we have the cup? What tell you why? What the angel do there? They bless. It means that the holy liturgy, divine liturgy, and what we have there, the bread, which is not exactly represented, it's a form more simple, the representation of the divine liturgy in some way. It's a work of the Holy Trinity. The Holy Trinity. Is the couple, it's the sign of communion, the divine liturgy which God granted to us, in order to be able to participate in His kingdom. Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is there a difference if the circle has two lines or one? Because I noticed these ones have two, but I've seen icons with only one.
Could you answer to this question? Why the circle has two lines instead of one? It's a very difficult question because I don't know. This is decoration. I think it's decoration. You will have one line. I wanted at a certain point to put this question just to tell you that not everything is really explained, teaching you. Sometimes it's a decoration. It depends on the... But usually in major lines I can teach you something. But this I don't know. Maybe the painter wanted to do something or to tell us something, but I don't know. Okay. Why Saint John the Baptist has this stick, or how we call it? Staff. This. Why? Why and what represent exactly? Because why?
The cross.
The cross. Why? Do you think? What Saint John the Baptist did? Why he came before Christ? What was his mission? If you can remember, yes.
Prepare the world for something like that?
Exactly. He prepared the way of receiving Christ, and in some way he taught the way of Christ. He just prepared the way for people to be more prepared, receiving the message of Christ. Okay, why the Mother of God? What the Mother of God has more on the items? It's more in detail. If you look on the image, what do you see? three things, the same three things that you see. Yes, Anna?
It's the star.
Yes, the star. What does it mean, the star? Do you think? Yeah. Who knows what does it mean? Yeah.
The star that led the wise men to Jesus.
What?
Samakare Abus Magi.
I think not exactly. It's a more complicated. We tell about Mother of God. We teach about Mother of God. She was virgin before the birth of Christ, during the birth of Christ, and after the birth of Christ. Because Jesus was conceived not as a relationship between man and woman, but the blessing of God by the work of the Holy Spirit upon the Virgin Mary. He was not born or conceived exactly like us. Okay? I think it's all for today. Or one more question. How do you think that each icon will inspire you, to tell you about friendship somehow? What do you find in your own icon here to teach you about friendship? This is more evident than the first one, but yes.
Well, I believe in the icon of the Trinity right here. We can see a perfect relationship of love,
Exactly.
unconditional love, and not decadent love, but pure love, and it's a perfect friendship.
What do you look for in a friendship? One of the elements. You are equal, yes?
Equal trust.
You are equal, trust. And how in this icon the trust, the equality, and other elements of the friendship is signified?
Everything is well equilibrated, left, right,
Exactly.
center.
Equality. But in the same time you see that they don't have the same colors and the same, which means that everyone has his or her own personality. Okay? It's equal, they have a head, hair, dress, wings, but every color is different, you see? Which means that everyone is different. Still remaining man or woman, young girl or young man, but different, as the names are different.
Îmi permiteți să vă sensibil.
Yes.
Am o simbolistică aici,
Yes.
Sfântul Pătir.
Yes. We discussed this. But what do you, adică ce am discutat cu potrivul e să nu Sfântă Liturghie. Okay. Yes, Anna, could you tell me because you...
Oh, I'm not sure. I was just thinking, like, I know we discussed that we're called to love the people around us the same way that God and Jesus loved the church. So it's the icon is showing us, His love for us, and that should be inspiring us in a kind of like a model by which we should use to love the people around us.
Exactly. It's perfect. Here, could you... Yes.
The relationship of mother and son or mother and daughter is really strong if there's no relationship. There's more love, so.
Exactly. The Mother of God teach us this kind of love. And Saint John the Baptist. Who was the John the Baptist?
The one that...
Forerunner and what?
Sorry?
Forerunner, the intermediator.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Could you comment more? Or what did you want to sorry.
Well, he was the one who boteza lumea la credință.
Exactly. He prepared the way of God. And he was somehow, it was a friend of Christ. Yes.
Yeah.
They were cousins, right?
Yes, exactly. Could you tell me who are the parents of Saint John the Baptist? Do you remember Zachary and Elizabeth? And the parents of the mother of their parents? We remember them every time of day like our office, Joachim and Anne. Okay, I think it's really
Since St. John the Baptist baptized people, he brought them into the church, so that represents the role of the church.
Could you tell louder?
The love of the church.
Exactly. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.